back to Subtractive IQ. I'm your host, Caleb Rumschlag. Welcome to the Thanksgiving episode. Also, my co-host is here.
Yeah, it's me. Yep. It's a Thanksgiving episode. Take number 3. What I'm thankful for?
This is take number 4.
That's true, it is. What I'm thankful for and what I've been thankful for. All right. Our friendship. Bruh, I swear, if this cut out again, I'm going to flip. Is it back?
You're back.
Okay. What I'm thankful for and what I've been thankful for. All right. And you better believe that I'm thankful for this because I keep repeating it every time I cut out. I'm thankful for our friendship.
Aww. Me too. Our friendship.
No. Not the French. I'm not thankful for the French. The only thing I'm thankful...
that was an overdone bit from the first 4 recordings that we attempted to do.
Yeah. Well, the only thing I'm thankful to France for is bread. French bread goes so hard.
Yeah.
Also, well, first of all, what are you thankful for? And don't say our friendship because I already said that and that's a cop-out.
Okay. Well, I thought you might ask this question, which is why I made a list.
Oh, okay.
Of things to talk about.
All right, well, before you get into the list, I also finished the Death Star last night.
Really?
Yeah.
Send me a pic of that bad boy, bro. I will. It.
I'll put pics in the Discord after the episode. But it is pretty cool. Also, I don't know if I dropped a piece or if it just wasn't in the bag. But a piece of the Emperor's throne was suspiciously not where it was when I needed it. So I will, once I clean up all the stuff around my desk, I will comb the entire floor looking for it.
Dude, that's hype.
It is hype.
Was it worth $1,000?
I mean, that's how much it cost. I don't know. It's cool. Is it worth $1,000? That's Lego prices right there.
Yeah.
But it is cool.
Speaking of money.
Uh-huh.
I made $2,000 the other day.
What did you do?
I overpaid my college. And now they owe me $2,000.
Nice. So you didn't actually make $2,000. You just are receiving back your $2,000 that you overpaid.
Correct.
Cool. Okay, so what's his list? You had a list, you said.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I'd like to say I'm very thankful for my wife, Miriam.
Oh,
Can't hear anything I'm saying because she's playing Security Breach.
Nice. Goated game.
You're good, babe. Don't worry. I don't know. You'll figure it out.
Wow.
Try going to options. There, look. It says invert y-axis. It says invert in big letters. It says invert y-axis right there.
Does Miriam play on inverted?
She does. She has to invert her look controls.
Oh my goodness. That is tragic.
She can't function if her controls aren't inverted.
That's crazy.
The way she thinks about it is if she's like, if I'm grabbing the back of your head and I push up, then your face goes down.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's like operating a camera.
Yeah.
Push forward, you're looking down. If I push back, you're looking up.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It's just kind of gross.
It makes sense. It's just kind of gross.
Gross?
Yeah.
That was Elisha's words verbatim. Next up on my list of things I'm thankful for is Glenn Powell.
Who?
Glenn Powell. This man, I love this man. He's been in so many awesome movies recently, from The Running Man to Twister.
Okay.
He has another new movie coming out soon that looks really cool.
All right.
And yeah, love this guy. And the other thing that I'm really thankful for, that actually I'm gonna have to find again because I closed it out. Frick. Keep them entertained. I gotta locate this. I
Oh
know
my
exactly
goodness. All right. Well, just imagine elevator music in your head. Well, there's dead air. Boom, 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 da 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 da. Do you have it looked up?
I do.
Awesome. What is it?
I am putting it in chat right now.
Okay.
I'm thankful for this, dude.
Oh, the Destiny 3 is in development? Yeah, I did see that the other day.
Let's go! Granted, who knows how accurate this information is. But from what I understand, it's a reputable leaker that's been right about other things in Bungie projects. Dude, Destiny 3. I feel like we were just talking about this. Please.
That would be good, especially because it gives them a chance to like actually make a good game. But it does say extremely early development, so yeah, who knows?
Like, in order to be not only like a fresh, like a proper sequel to Destiny, because from what I understand, Final Shape laid the light versus dark saga to rest so well.
Yeah,
I haven't played it, but like I heard it was really good.
It was, yeah.
And I heard that happened really well. So what do you think Destiny 3 would have to look like from a gameplay perspective? Also, like within the world, like how do you think it would have to happen for Destiny 3 to succeed? To be something that's not like just the same. Because like for you and me, it's like, and I was just watching this video of early Renegades gameplay, which is the next for Destiny 2.
Yeah.
I watched a video. It was like, it's just more Destiny. How do you think a third game would have to switch it up in order to be like new enough to get all the returning player base back, like to do something new?
I mean, to be honest, I feel like it kind of needs to like, I don't even really think it needs to do anything new. Like, go back to your roots, make an interesting story. Like, because, I mean, yeah, we've defeated like the Witness in that, but like, there are still a ton of extra like threats and stuff. Like, the Vex are still around and still doing their thing. The Cabal are still warmongering. You know, the Fallen, I mean, we're kind of allies with them for the most part, like most sects of the Fallen. But, you know, we still have some of that. I mean, the Hive are still the Hive. So, yeah. I mean, there's so many things, like, especially like in the lore that we still haven't really explored. I mean, we've explored a lot of it, especially like in season stuff. But but I feel
You cut
like
out there.
oh, sorry. There's a lot of stuff like from the lore that we've experienced like seasonally. Like we do a season and we deal with something somehow. Um, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like you don't really have to do anything new per se. Like Destiny is such a like expansive and deep world already. Like you can just kind of focus on
There we go.
okay, sorry. When did I cut out?
You're like, there's a lot of stuff that's like,
That we've experienced from the lore in a seasonal capacity. So like we had like a season that deals with this one thing. Um, but I feel like you don't really have to do that much extra. Um, like you don't really have to do anything new as far as setting wise. Like obviously new mechanics and stuff are always appreciated, but you kind of just like focus on writing a really good story instead of writing a new story, if you get what I'm saying. If I haven't cut out.
it'll work.
Oh my
Hey,
gosh,
welcome back.
okay. I
I just sang a
am
song. Did you hear it?
I heard the last of it. Yeah.
There you
It
go.
was good. Okay. So there's a lot of stuff that we've experienced in a seasonal capacity. So we had like a season of whatever.
Yeah.
Um and I feel like we don't really like just focus on writing a good story with what we have. Like don't
Mm-hmm.
try and make like a new like Witness pretty much. Like work your way up to that eventually, but
Mm-hmm.
I feel like kind of build that narrative as you're building it.
Mm-hmm.
Like have a vague view of like this is kind of where we want to go. But honestly, like with a game like Destiny, you're so privileged. You don't really have to plan for that. Like you can let the community build the game
Mm-hmm.
pretty much, or like a little bit, like kind of like what 21 Pilots did, where they kind of like a lot of the more popular fan theories were implemented in a way like
Yeah.
partially into the
It
actual lore.
becomes more
Like
of a response to the community and less like
yeah,
starting from scratch
and
for
it also
majority.
yeah, it also
Which
feels better.
there's so many people who are willing to start to like even for free just just troubleshoot a third Destiny game, like to
Oh
just
yeah,
pitch ideas. Like there's so many people that
oh
want to see
yeah,
that happen, and like influential people, like
mm,
content creators,
yeah, yeah, and
Astacross, Dado, Fruit.
yeah, it feels so much like better from a community standpoint because it feels like you're actually mattering and it's not just like this happens then this happens then it's not a list of things that happen to get to the end of the story. It's a list of things that you've done, which
Mm-hmm.
Destiny has tried to do that for a while. But I feel like especially in Destiny 2 it feels more like a list of things that happened and less of a list of things that you've done.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I feel like that's where a lot of Destiny's story griefs come from. Is it's just like I'm so checked out of this world that I kind of don't care.
Yeah. And it's
Um,
kind of, I feel like I agree. Like, I feel like from a story perspective, I just want something completely brand new and like unattached.
yeah,
Like
kind of.
from the previous like that story, all those stories happened, and it's good that they happened. And it's like the problem is in Destiny 2, because that was the main story, it's really hard to do something new
Hmm.
where it's unattached without like constantly like it's because it's all in the same space, right? But if you do like a true sequel, brand new story, nothing attached, new cast of characters. I feel like that would go over really well. And don't ignore like the things that you've done in the past games. Like don't just like reboot everything. But like just a new fresh start, dude.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously like keep some of the characters, but honestly, it might be cool if they did like kind of a lead up to it in Destiny 2 where you'd kind of like break up the more like kind of structured Vanguard thing and do more like which I mean they kind of do this already, but make it more like an individual like how do I describe this? Kind of more like a like lone wolf type deal where you're like doing one specific thing. Heck, maybe at least starting out, you take away space travel.
Mm-hmm.
That would be interesting, and
And
just like put us on one planet, and like this is our planet, and either you or you and your fire team like guard this planet, or like do specific things on this planet. So it's not
sure.
like it's not as broad, and it kind of narrows down into here's what we're doing, and then you can start to open it up, maybe start it out that way and then like slowly open it up as the threat gets kind of bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Like you start out like, because Destiny's always kind of done this where you start out and you're kind of like, oh, new threat, what's this, or like what are these existing enemies doing,
Yeah.
and then it opens up, and it generally opens up relatively quickly. Honestly, I'd say Bungie should put a lot of effort into the story. Like they really, really need to put a lot of effort into the campaign and then post game content. Because
Sure.
like Destiny 2, the original, like the vanilla Destiny 2 campaign was pretty good. It I felt like it had a lot of focus on it.
Mm-hmm.
But the post game was just not there. And the
Right.
post game has never really super been there, honestly, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. I
Um,
did like the idea of like maybe exploring more what it would feel like to have literal entire planets. Like what if Destiny was like what if there was like a truly open world version of Destiny and these planets and things. Like true open world
mm,
versus kind of the contained areas and things that you can experience
yeah,
like as of
I
present, like more MMO focus.
that would be cool. Yeah, I would. That would be really cool. Like pretty much make the entire game just patrol, and then you have like kind of what they have where you have like patrol missions where you like go and interact with a banner and it puts you into the mission instance. Um, or you could just have like an ongoing quest tab, and it's just like go explore this area of the map and do this. And even heck, even if you do that, you could make a ton of stuff like end game. Like you could really buff out the end game and then just have like, I don't know, 10 quick missions. Because that's
Mm-hmm.
also another thing with Destiny is like as it expands, you really want like, because people will get their friends in, and it's really daunting if you have a ton of like if you have a ton of campaign to go through in order to get to where your friends are. And that's why at the end of Destiny 2, like there practically wasn't a campaign. Like you could just go in and you'd from practically be in the end game.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And but I think it would be cool to have a quick campaign and then have a ton of stuff that's like it kind of like how the Taken King did it, where it had a ton of post campaign content that was still in a storyline.
Mm-hmm.
So you have like kind of like low rank story and then like high rank story.
I will say one of the things I really never really was a fan of in D2 was the seasons
Yeah.
and like the battle passes and things. I never really, that kind of turned me off of it. Eventually got to the point where it was like it felt so confusing to me. Like I didn't really understand what was going on anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
why, and
Well,
that's the reason I really enjoyed the major campaign drops, because it was highly like intentional focus on one chapter of the story at a time versus like machine gun, fire hydrant, boom story, like
yeah.
lore.
Well,
I
yeah.
might be
And
alone
they
in that
kind of,
opinion, but
well, I don't know. They kind of fixed it in the later seasons, but it which the seasons aren't a thing anymore. It's episodes, which are slightly different. But I feel like the seasons, um, they just felt so grindy. Like there was really no story to them besides like go talk to this NPC through a hollow projector after completing this quest step where you go and kill 500 enemies for random
yeah.
items, and then go do this public event, and then go talk to this NPC through the hollow projector. And it's like it's so pointless. Like it's busy work, which they have done better in the seasons. So I've heard. I didn't really interact with the seasons too much before I started playing, but I feel like it would be better if they just did like solid content drops.
Mm-hmm.
Like um like making new like points of interest on the map, or you know, like altering the world itself, like especially if you take away space travel and just make it like one big planet.
Mm-hmm.
um I feel like it would be really cool if it's like all of a sudden this forest gets replaced by like Vex architecture. Like that would be cool. Like you have a big like evolving world, and
Like a
the
Helldivers thing, like a live service
yeah,
type
well,
deal.
I assume, yeah, Destiny 3 would probably be that, because Destiny 2 and Destiny 1 have been. Um, but I feel like it would be really, because that's one thing that hurts my brain about Destiny 2 is it's so broad.
Mm-hmm.
Like Destiny 1 was kind of broad, but it was kind of, how do I describe this? It was broad in its own lane. Like
I feel like there's almost like the Hollow Knight and the Silk Song kind of
yeah, kind
thing
of.
going on, where it's like Destiny was big, but it was refined, and Destiny 2 is just like, holy cow, I
Well,
can go to the four corners of the universe. And
yeah, well, refined is quite the phrase to use for Destiny. I wouldn't really describe Destiny 1 as refined, but it
compared to
knew what it
Destiny
was
2,
doing. Yeah, it knew what it was doing. Destiny 2, I feel like, has been like so many people have had their hands on the game over the years. So many, you know, the community says we want this, and then the community says we want that, and then the community says we want this other thing. And it's so diluted, I guess I could say. Like Destiny 1 was, it was
mm-hmm.
a big puddle, but it was concentrated. Destiny 2 is an ocean, but it's so diluted. It's like half this, three-quarters of the game you don't even have to interact with, and you'll get probably just about the same experience as someone
And
who
then
does.
yeah, and then there's, you know, the other 75% of content that you just can't play anymore.
Yeah,
Like
well,
this.
yeah. And but I feel like Destiny 3 could really like it would help them a lot if they just narrowed the scope. Like, I think it would be like, I kind of want to see Destiny, like the universe of Destiny, from a ground perspective. Like, I really enjoyed Rise of Iron and the Taken King, because it was putting you in new situations that, like, you kind of didn't know. And it was very, like, on the ground, like, field research type. Like, literally your first mission in the Dreadnought is to run from one side to the other and plant a beacon. That's your entire mission. And then kill a tank. That was your entire first mission. And you would just explore. And, like, it was nice. Like, it sounds kind of lame describing the mission like that, but I mean, it is. Like, you interact with the atmosphere and the environment of the Dreadnought as you go from this one side all the way, exploring these, like, side passages, and, you know, you're getting mobbed by Thrall in a small hallway. You have a couple intense fights as you're getting to there, and then you plant this beacon, and a tank comes out of this big giant ship that has obviously crashed into the side of this Dreadnought, and you go and you take out that tank, and then that's the mission. And it's like, that's so cool. And, you know, like, I've always liked the really, like, boots on the ground type of Destiny. And I've always wished that they would do more with patrol. So it would be nice to have it be like, you have one planet, like, that's what you're assigned to. You're not saving the world. Or, you know, maybe you are, but originally you're not saving the world. You're just, like, making sure this planet doesn't explode. Because, you know, a lot of the locations felt very like set dressing. Like, it didn't really matter what planet you were on. It was just kind of like, oh, this is Earth, so it's kind of rusty and dirty. Oh, this is Nessus, so it's kind of brown and
red,
like mechanic-y, and it has Vex milk. Oh, this is Mars, so it's red and sandy. Oh, this is Io, so it's kind of, you know, it's like gray and a little Vexy, but not quite. Not as much as Nessus. But yeah, it's just like, it depends. It's like the set dressing, especially if it's like all the same enemies on this planet. Like, it would be cool if, you know, for the last little bit, they would do kind of an Age of Triumph thing in Destiny 2. And we would go, like, outside the solar system. Like, oh, Age of Triumph, we've, you know, beaten back our enemies into, like, the outer reaches of the solar system. And so it's like all unknown territory. And you're, like, kind of defending the fringe. So you're on the front line, but you're also not, like, you know, hey, Guardian, jump from this place to this place to that place to this place to go back to the tower to go back to this place and that place and this place and that place. It would be cool if it was like, you're maybe even taking the planet, like assaulting on the planet, kind of like you do with Helldivers. It's like, with Helldivers, you're doing like a full, like, tactical war map type deal.
Yeah.
It would be cool if in Destiny you were doing, like, planet by planet. So it would be like one big planet is vanilla, and your actions would affect that throughout the year. And then the next planet would be like the next yearly DLC. Or maybe if it works, you can just keep adding to that planet. But I feel like that would get cluttered pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Um,
I feel like a cool thing to do with the story might be some kind of time jump. Like just go like super far into the future. Maybe to the point where it's like maybe it's like humanity is like maybe the last city like truly like is just history at this point. Like humanity spreads back out among the galaxy and
mhm.
then the last safe city falls or whatever, like for whatever reason maybe the traveler like leaves, and it's like so far in the future that it's almost like a rediscovery of everything for this like new time, new people.
That would be cool. Yeah, I mean, like these are all just ideas, and I don't really know how well they'd be like implemented in an actual game, but like they need to narrow the scope and up the content
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like a lot of Destiny's problems is they're trying to be so big in the scope, but they don't really have the content to fit that giant scope.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, like World of Warcraft, for example, like it's another MMO, so it's, you know, a decent comparison. Like the scope or like the content expands the scope, not the scope expanding the content. With Destiny, I feel like the scope expands the content and there's not enough content to fill the gaps.
Mm-hmm.
So if
Yeah,
you
I could see
narrow the
that.
scope and then force your content to widen that scope,
Mm-hmm.
it'll feel a lot more natural and it'll feel a lot better as a player because you'll have stuff to do. You'll have stuff you want to grind for. You'll have stuff that you know you're interested in story wise, and then it feels like you're actually marching the story forward instead of being propelled forward by the whims of whoever wrote the story.
Yeah, I'd really love to see, again like I said, just a completely unattached, well, or like almost like I don't know, it's like it would be really make like you said like outside the like there's other galaxies, right,
Mm-hmm.
outside of the solar system. And it would be interesting to see how it would interact with perhaps a a race of humanity that had never even heard of guardians or encountered some of these enemies before, and somehow gets like the light.
Yeah, that would
I
be
don't know,
cool.
just like let like don't reinvent the wheel for what works, but
Mm-hmm.
maybe write characters who can experience all of that new, like for the
Yeah,
first time.
yeah. I mean, I feel
Where it's
like
like these characters have never experienced Cabal, so it's like you're playing as these characters don't know what it is, but you like have that sense of familiarity with it where it's like you can get excited because you know what's about to happen.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like because you know the like tagline of Destiny is become legend,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like it would be cool instead of becoming like, you know, legend of humanity, like become legend of this people, this culture, this planet, like become like a folk legend, not like a, you know, like a legend to the entirety of humanity.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be pretty cool if they just narrow the scope, because I mean it definitely is time for a reset on Destiny.
Yeah,
So, but I
and
mean,
I feel like they have to know that, right?
oh yeah, but also I hope they know at least that they really can't like this has to be like the greatest game launch, because if they fumble this, it's over. Like Destiny's
Yeah,
done. At least for a lot of people, because I mean it's already done for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But a Destiny 3 might give it a little more spark. But if they fumble that spark, like, I don't think there'll be a lot of people ever coming back if they do. Like, people who have already quit post Final Shape, who, you know, are still kind of in good graces, like people like us, where we're in good graces with the game. Like, we don't hate it, but it's just like, it's kind of finished. And we're fine with kind of leaving it where it's at. But, you know, if Destiny 3 launches, yeah, of course I'll come back for that. But if I come back and it's bad and disappointing and not really worth playing, that might be it for me.
It's hard to think that a studio could. I feel like Bungie has all of like they should at least be able to look, because Destiny's been around forever at this point.
Yeah.
They should be able to look at their successes and their failures and see people loved this, people hated this, and implement all that into a new title.
Yeah.
I feel like there's so much like, we know this worked, we know this didn't work, that it's like, you feel, so it's.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like they're going to try to do too much new stuff and it's probably going to not be great. But, you know, like, I mean, I know that pretty much no one from like Halo days is still there. Like, it's practically a new studio, but like the Halo games, like the original, like Combat Evolved to Reach, were some of the greatest games and greatest stories that have ever been written.
I still haven't played any of the Halo games.
Oh, they're so good. I mean, I've only played up to Halo 3. I'm like midway through Halo 3, which I should probably just restart, honestly. Because I haven't been playing it in like a year and a half. But yeah, they're super good. Highly recommend. They're super good. But yeah, it's just like, it's so disappointing, I guess, which I know, again, pretty much, if not no one, is still at the studio from the Halo days. But I mean, like, Bungie has a lot of talent, and they have gotten a new CEO, so maybe like it was a management issue, and they just are kind of too little, too late on Destiny 2. And Marathon is launching, so they can stop stripping developers off Destiny for Marathon.
When does Marathon come out?
I don't know, but it's supposed to be sometime this year, I think. Let me look at the Steam page. While I wait for Steam to open. But yeah, so I mean, they have resources from Sony because Sony
Planned
bought
release
them.
date TBD.
Oh, okay. Does it not have a release date yet?
No.
Okay. But it should be sometime soon. I know that they were kind of shooting for either like December this year or like up to maybe middle of next year, if I'm getting my ballparks correctly, but I haven't been paying attention to it, so I might be totally wrong. But yeah. So I mean, it's just, I don't know. It kind of feels like it's a good opportunity, but they kind of have to nail it, or at least do good on it. Like, if they don't nail it, or at least give like a really good bones, then I don't know. This might be it for Destiny. I mean, at least Destiny popularly.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I doubt that Destiny is really going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I hope it's good. I really do. I'm a really big fan of Destiny, and you know, it means a lot to like me, like this
Yeah.
whole Destiny universe does. Because I mean, how much time do I have on Destiny 2 on PC? Let me look real quick. I have 1425.3 hours on Destiny 2.
Jeez.
And that is specifically on PC, which I did not play on PC for the first 2 years of Destiny 2 being out.
Mm-hmm.
So I probably have close to 2,000, if not more, hours on Destiny 2. And that doesn't even count my time on Destiny 1.
Yeah.
So,
How long do
I
you think it would
mean,
take him to make? 5 years? More?
it depends. If they're still actively making content for Destiny 2 through its development, yeah, maybe. Especially because, you know, this says extremely early development. So probably like concepts and stuff. They're probably not even programming.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably like just getting the go ahead to be like, okay, this is a thing we're doing. Let's start brainstorming. And you know, they probably haven't even like coded or designed anything yet. They're just kind of shaking out what they actually want the game to be. So I'd say probably no less than 3 years.
Yeah.
And that's if like they leave Destiny and pretty much Marathon, like they launch Marathon and they leave it.
Mm-hmm.
And they leave Destiny and they focus every second of their effort on Destiny 3, no less than 3 years.
Yeah.
But 5 years is probably more like it if they're going to keep actively updating Destiny and keep actively updating Marathon. Yeah. So we'll see. Exciting future.
We'll see.
Yeah. I hope this is true and I hope it comes out and I hope it's really, really good.
Me too.
That's the long and short of it. And yeah, I
The
mean,
Thanksgiving episode literally just became a Destiny episode.
yeah, I'm thankful for Destiny.
Dude, yeah. I mean, honestly, like the reason I got into video games like as much as I did was from like I played games, but I didn't like play games to the extent that I played games
Yeah.
until I started with Destiny.
Yeah, same. Yep. And yeah, it would be nice if it would come back and be good. And yeah, I mean, Bungie has a lot of resources. Like honestly, they definitely should get some insight from people in the community. Like what you mentioned earlier, like As to Cross Dado, Rick Kakis, you know, people like that, like very established members of the community who kind of have a bit of an overview of like, this is kind of how games like this need to function.
Mm-hmm.
And like, heck, even bring them on as like, what's the word? Bring them on, like pay them as people who give advice, whatever the word for that is, consultants.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, you don't have to do it like don't put them on payroll or anything. Just like, hey, we'll fly you out here for like a week and play the current build of the game, make notes, tell us what we have to do, and we will see about implementing it, which they've already done in the past multiple times. And, you know, it has had its uses, but I also feel like they haven't taken like as much advantage of it as possible. Mm-hmm. And also it was unpaid. It was just like, hey, if you want, we're having like a community event here, we'll fly you out here, and you know, you'll get to play like a few hours of the current build of the game, and you know, we can talk a little bit. Yeah. Like, they need to like really seriously sit down and say, like, from a third party player perspective, what is wrong with this game? Or like, you know, maybe we had a really good idea that we didn't like push hard enough or far enough, and you say like, hey, that's really good, push that, or like do more of that, because that's really like cool or fun, or you know, whatever. And you know, I think it would be like nice, like mm-hmm. But you know, all that's into business talk, and I don't run a business, and I have really no experience with anything involving business. Yeah, just two guys. Gamers. Yep. And which, hey, if Bungie wants to pay me to go out there and be your average game, the voice of the average gamer, you know, hit me up. But yeah.
All right.
I like Destiny.
Me too. It's like the most you've ever talked besides the Hollow Knight episode.
Yeah, true. Well, when we talk about something I actually care about. No, I'm just kidding.
Heard it here first. Yeah. Didn't care about any of the other episodes we released.
Yep. All the other episodes, trash. Delete them.
All right, I can do that.
If you've listened to them, forget everything we've ever said. Yeah. What else do we want to talk about?
I think that's a pretty good length. So
yeah, I mean, we got 48 minutes. So, wow.
Thanks for tuning in. This has been Subtractive IQ.
We've been jipping so many minutes off the podcast.
I've been your host, Caleb Rumschlag, joined by my co-host,
Elisha Underation.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I will.
That's my turkey impression.
I'll be Chick-fil-A. Cool Springs Galleria.
Caleb, what's your turkey impression?
My turkey impression?
Yeah.
This is my impression. This is my impression of a bass, a true bass in the choir turkey.
All right, here's my impression of a falsetto in the choir turkey. Did Discord pick that up?
Yes.
Okay, I know Discord doesn't like to pick up loud or high-pitched noises, and that was both.
I'm going to turn that into a soundbite for this Discord.
Oh, no.
All right, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
All right, see ya.